Hello, everyone. Welcome to another evening of D&D, The Return of Death, an original D&D experience and story. As people begin to filter in as I get my players going, we will be going over some announcements. First announcement, I do realize that I have not been live over the last week as it was my adoring boyfriend's birthday. And so it was very important that I celebrate it properly. As of now, we are going to be down one player, but we will be continuing on without them. And I do believe we might have one late comer, so we're going to try to deal with that as it will. If you're going to DM a game, which is part of this experience, is to actually learn how to DM D&D sessions, learning how to go forward when you're down a person or people are going to be late is going to be very important, especially during private games. So we're going to just deal with that as it comes through. So what is some? So this is session 3 of our game. We met very intimately many of the characters last month, including a lot of NPCs. But we'll go over the exact storyline. Yes, Vice, give me one moment. We'll be going over the what happened last time as we continue on tonight. This week, I may do some surprise lives. I don't know yet. We will see what my schedule permits. But give me 1 second while I there we go. And Vice is now on. Good. All right. Cool. So, moving forward, we will see what happens. But right now, of course, we still have our pagan lives Thursday, poly live Saturday or Friday, and then our kind of just hang out live on Saturday. I'm also during the week going to be dealing or doing stuff on Discord. On the it's a little early, Friday, June 19th, I may be in Discord if I can do it to watch the Scotland national team play in the World Cup. We'll see if I can do that. Anyway, well, let us start getting our players up as I do that. We have an Alex. Alex, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing a wonderful, wonderful fairy character named Tiffany.
Wonderful. Hello, Vice, my new mod. Who will you be playing tonight?
I will be playing Miles Per Hour, a Tabaxi Bard.
Very nice. And hello, Nicholas. Who will you be playing tonight?
I am playing a Goliath by the name of Anak.
Anak, yes, indeed. We are waiting for Jess. And once we are get Jess here, we will be starting the game fully. As we begin, let us go over what happened last time.
We're down two players tonight?
No, Thrail will be joining us. He just had to run a quick errand.
Oh, okay.
I was right about to say that. I was trying to pick up my phone in time because I'm trying to do hookah stuff and everything.
So, last week we had a bit of a role play session. Does anybody want to... so this is something I do in my private games. I'm going to test it here. For anyone who wishes, one person who wants to go over what happened last week, I will give a point of inspiration if they do well enough in the overview.
I can do it.
Go ahead, Vice.
Okay, so firstly, we all ate food with the chief. And we were talking about salt and pepper, all that good stuff. Then we go to the surgeon. The surgeon is a lizard folk. And at least me in the party doesn't quite trust the man yet. Did some acupuncture and some interesting stuff. I'm trying to remember. There was another thing that he did. I can't remember. But then we left off by, I think setting up for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was mainly a plot-driven session.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember some of the things that happened?
We talked to the Theron broke the hostages' fingers and gave us some information about everything going on. And then there was the one kid who we're trying to, Jess and I tried to recruit. That didn't play out well. And I can't remember if I'm missing anything else.
Okay. So various things that happened is the hostage situation was a bit of a plot point, as it shows some of the disagreement between the ownership of your mercenary group as well as the the conflict between the owners and the actual runners of the mercenary group. The military leaders within the group are not very happy with the current ownership, who has final say in everything. But that was a big thing. You also noticed during the lunch session that there seems to be some sort of that conflict is coming to a bit of a tenseness, as one of the leaders of the Pale Wing Syndicate, one Seraphine Vale, in a conversation with other captains within the mercenary company, got up in a huff, which I do believe it was Thrail's character, Soren, who followed her.
Yes.
And had a conversation with her about the issues that she saw with the ownership of one captain, quote unquote, Velric Thorn, who is perfectly fine with torture and everything else that the original concept of this group does not like. And then at the end of said conversation, sorry, getting Jess in here. The chief went up to Anak with a bit of a request that there were rats within the quartermaster's area in the warehouse, and he didn't want that information out, so it asked Anak to get some help to clear out the rats. And that's kind of where we left off last time. So, hey, Juju. So we are going to get right into it at that point with our dear chief speaking to Anak.
So I think it would be a good idea if you do this at nighttime, because, you know, everyone's kind of sleeping. And, you know, you coming in with, I don't know, any friends you have, it'd be less people watching, and less people be able to know that they would see you coming in to do this for me.
Do what exactly? Like, what do you mean you think you have rats? Like, what?
Well, I don't think we have rats. I know we have rats. I saw a bunch of them down. I was getting some supplies in the warehouse, and I saw a lot of them skidding around. And one of them bit my toe, and he looks down, and he walks around barefoot for the most part. And you see on this massive toe that's the size of some of the people in here's head, there's a little bite mark. That's very obviously some sort of varmint got a hold of his toe.
So you want me to come back at night and try and get rid of these rats for you? Is what you're saying?
Bring your friends, yeah.
All right.
And you know, if you do this, I'll make sure to put extra salt and pepper in your food next time.
How about you give me double portions?
Oh, sure, yeah, I could do that. That's easy. I mean, I give you double portions already because you're like my size, but you know, I can give you triple portion.
Yeah, double the double.
Oh, double the 2 plus 2.
Triple's fine. Triple's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I will let the others know, and we'll come up with some plan for tonight.
Okay.
And he smiles and he wobbles off, going back to the kitchen. So I'm going to leave it up to you of how to interact with the other.
When we left off, where was everybody at?
I do believe Thrail is the only one currently not in the quartermaster's area. I think Thrail was still in, or Soren was still in conversation with Seraphine. But otherwise, as far as I am aware, everyone else is in the area of the mess hall.
All right, I'll walk back out to the mess hall and to the table and sit down with everybody again. Guys, there's a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that our Stuffed Chief friend has a rodent problem.
What size are the rodents? Did he know?
Don't let everybody hear you. He said didn't say about size, but from the looks of the bite, they're about regular rats, but apparently they're all over.
Interesting. I'm down to check it out if y'all are.
Well, we can't be doing this until tonight, when everybody's gone.
Took a look up at my code. Was this checked off by Seraphine?
You are breaking up an awful lot there, Alex.
Was checked off by Seraphine?
No, this is a favor we're doing for Chief.
Where is this issue happening? Because it's gonna be rather difficult for me to be able to work in tight conditions with my beast.
I'm assuming it's the storehouse.
Probably not a good idea to bring the animal the size of the storehouse.
Well, you guys know that this is a rather large storehouse. It is a storehouse made for a 100-man or more company.
Okay. Then
I'm
never mind.
sure if I can fit in there, you can fit your cat or poodle in there too.
So this is to remain off the books then?
Yes.
All right.
When I say it stays off the books, it means stay off the books.
Calm down. Nobody needs to know. We just are here to do our job. That's all we need to do.
Oh, I can definitely keep a secret.
Tiff will look back down at her food and just kind of push the mushy food around with her fork.
Seem awfully quiet over there.
It's not easy for some of us to not do things by the book. I understand the concern, but things like this type of issue. She looks around to see if anyone's listening.
There's so many people right now in the mess hall, still finishing up their meals. A couple of people are still filtering in, but for the most part, your conversation is. I mean, you can roll a perception check if you wish.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's
Yeah.
enough people.
Yeah, for the most part, people are dealing with their own meals. You guys have kind of your own clique in around a table. There are some people sitting at the same long table as you, but they are definitely like separate from you and either talking with somebody else or
The only thing that worries me, Nak, is that if people do get sick because of the food, because of this issue, and we don't report it, we're going to be accomplices.
Hence why we.
I'm fine with I'm fine with helping solve the issue. That's not the issue for me. It's just I worry that should people get sick, that the appropriate people won't know about it, the doc or Seraphine or what have you.
Isn't this technically an order?
no. Chief is not above you guys.
Okay.
We take care of the issue now. Nobody should be sick, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's the case, Anak, but really, I have a bad feeling if we don't at least tell the doctor about this. Because he's the one that's going to have to patch people up if they get sick. And if we lose people, that makes it very difficult for us to keep this war front.
Chief came to me in confidence, and in confidence, I will do this task.
I think that's for us as a group to decide.
Anyone who wishes may roll an insight check.
Give me one moment.
I'd like to roll, but I'm capable.
Thorell, you are still with Seraphine currently during this conversation.
Oh,
Hang
excellent.
on, I walked away from my laptop.
Notes.
Got an 18 from Anak, a 5 from Tiff, a 3 for miles per hour. Anak, what I will say is that you know that the surgeon, our dear Czar, as he's known around camp, is mostly by the book. And here comes Pixie with a natural 20, giving them a 21. So both Pixie and Anak know this. He's mostly by the book, but there have been points of time where he has, if necessary, kept things away from prying ears or eyes in terms of notes, especially when it comes to stuff that would make Captain Thorn angry at him, or things that he doesn't think that Velric needs to know, because it would just cause more difficulties for everybody at camp. So it's, I would say, 50-50 if he would actually report this to anyone. To Nicholas. To Pixie, Pixie thinks with the right word and with the right, and possibly with the right name drops, he would not tell someone. He wouldn't tell anyone. But he would appreciate that you told him.
Is this about Chief, or who specifically is this about?
So if you were to tell our lizard folk friend about possible issues of...
Oh, okay, my bad.
Health code violations, as it were, you think that if you convince him well enough, he probably won't say a thing, but he'll keep an eye out for stuff. But that's totally up to you guys.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say I think it would be good to let the butcher know that we will be taking care of this situation, so that way he can keep an eye out for whatever may come his way.
But what if he squeals?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can keep him from squealing.
Give me a percentage of how sure you are. Because if we tell him and it becomes a problem, it falls on us. And I don't need that.
What was that percentage again, Fen?
You think if you drop the right names, let me see. Let me look at your, I think,
I have a pretty high persuasion.
Then, yeah, you think there's a pretty good chance that, he wouldn't squeal.
I give it about 80%.
We have to hold him upside down by his ankles. We have to hold him upside down by his ankles.
If something happens, my claws will meet his throat so fast.
Noted. Maybe I'll go alone then.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
So, Anak and Pixie are going to see...
I will go as well.
Ah, well.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Tiff will stay behind and stay at the table.
Okay. So, Pixie, Anak, and... Name... Miles. All head over to the lizard folks' surgery tent. At this point in the day, he is at his desk filling out his requisition reports for the day. All the bandages he's had to use, the splints that he's needed to use today, various things, and he's just holding his head, grumbling to himself in Draconic as he's writing in this notepad.
Can I hear what he's saying? I speak Draconic.
I do as well.
Yeah, roll me perception check because it's very hard to hear.
Okay.
That's a natural 22. We got 2 nat 20s in a row. One difference. Miles, you hear him basically saying,
I never had to do this before this fucking gift came in. I would just be able to do my work, and they would just let me do it. Now I have to write everything down. Costs and stupid hippopotamus.
Agree that he's a stupid hippopotamus. Hungry hippo. In Draconic, please.
He jumps up in his chair and he whips over at you. Again, you can't. It's hard to read a lizard folk. They don't have facial expressions as much as other races do. But you do see a flash of fear in his eyes as he looks over at you. He goes, hello, friends. What can I do for you?
We have a predicament. Anak, would you like to explain our predicament right now?
It seems that there may or may not be a rodent infestation in the storehouse.
Rodent infestation. Where did you hear this from?
From Chief.
Chief is having a rodent problem.
Seems so. He's got quite the bite on his toe.
And why have you not reported this to the leadership?
He asked us if we could deal with it in confidence. You know, for the fear of the... What was it you said?
The stupid
Something
hippo.
about the hippos?
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. So you're going to roll once, but we're going to take the higher amount out of the 2.
I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
Oh my god.
I am.
I'm not doing this again.
He cocks his head at you. He says... He looks to the two of you who know Draconic, and he says,
If it is found out, not only is Chief in trouble, but if they find out that I know as well, I'd be in trouble.
Would a silver piece entice you?
I have no real need of silver.
he opens up he opens up his cupboard, and you see several bags in the cupboard that look like so when you guys are paid every month or week, depending on if you've gone on a mission, they give you basically this really cheaply made leather satchel full of your pay, and he just has them in this cupboard untouched.
I'll chime in Draconic. Well, it's your job to see after the health of the troops. Have you not been monitoring the storehouses? I would think that the stupid hippo would be very upset about that.
Is this an intimidation check that I'm hearing?
Yes.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. I was thinking about them like intimidation. Oh, and persuasion. They're both the same.
So both of you rolled a natural 1 in the duos that you rolled. However, Pixie, you did roll a 12 with that natural 1. And the butcher, as he's known, taps his nail against his desk as he watches each of you, and he goes,
If you are caught, I know nothing.
We
Fair enough.
understand.
We just wanted to make sure you were prepared if in case anyone got sick.
So I'm standing between these guys acting confused right now because I don't know what anybody's saying.
yeah.
Right?
Well, I would say that he answers them in common. He said that in
Okay.
common.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just heard us, like, you heard him talk to us in Draconic, and then we replied, and then all of a sudden he's on board. You're like, what the hell?
Fair enough.
So, for anyone who's watching who is interested in some DM background, this check was to see if they rolled absolutely horrible, which they almost did. They would have there would have been a report, basically. They rolled perfectly average, which is what I was looking for him not to say anything. If they had passed even higher, like if they got like a DC 16 or above, he might have actually helped. But alas.
Damn.
What if I gave
Could've
him my
eaten a
wisdom
rat.
tooth?
Just reach in there and pry it out.
Why not?
So he goes,
Well, go ahead and help the chief, and I wish you luck.
Thank you. Even though this conversation never happened in Draconic.
Indeed, it did not.
It's at this point, Thrail, you left you have long since left your conversation with Seraphine, and you returned back to the mess hall to just see Tiff, the pixie in your regiment, sitting alone at the table in the mess hall.
We will approach. What is it that is happening? Where is everyone?
A problem arose, and they are talking with some people about the problem, but she's going to reach into her small bag and pull out a very well-used manual. It's barely holding together, and it bears the symbol of the company we're from. And she's going to kind of twist it in her hands. I don't fully know if the way we go about things is the way we're supposed to. But I just gotta trust that the company has the best interest.
Is it a problem for all of us?
Yeah, when Anak comes back, he'll kind of describe the situation to you. But we're going to be doing some things tonight, and it is what it is. That's all I can really say. I don't want to speak on Anak's behalf. He's been good to me.
Well, I will be patient and I'll know what we are doing.
Can I ask you a question before they get back?
Questions. Talking questions. Okay, go ahead.
Is what we're doing right for everyone?
What is right?
She's going to twist the manual in her hands. I'm not really sure right now. But I'm sure they'll be back soon.
what we are even doing.
There's a chief asked Anak to help out with a possible rodent problem in the storehouse, and we're doing it under the radar of the leadership here. Something that I don't fully agree with, because if someone gets sick and we know about it, then we're partially complicit in not reporting it.
We should see the rodent problem before we judge.
You seem like a good guy, and I very much appreciate you joining our party.
You are the first to thank me. I appreciate being here. Perhaps you can help me with my notebook. Have you seen very many deaths since you joined the company?
I've done my best to prevent them. It's very difficult to see undue suffering. I would much rather capture our targets and bring them to a swift legal trial. But I also know that's not what happens in war. For the 2 prisoners that we brought back, many others fell. I would hope that the due process that I look to give other people, that they would give us should we ever become captured. I know that's not the reality, but I can't hope for a better tomorrow if I'm not taking action on a better tomorrow.
Is there any action here that you can take for better tomorrow?
I mean, if we reported this issue to Seraphine and then went and took out the rodents, at least we would be doing things by the book, but I understand that we can't betray Chief's trust at the same time. It's kind of a rock and a hard place. Chief's been good to us, and he rarely ever asks anything of us.
Would reporting cause more problems, more harm?
I don't know. It would make food supplies difficult for the next couple weeks for everyone. That would be a big harm, since we would have to order brand new supplies, and we don't know if the leadership who owns the company would decide that food is not a necessary need for the troops. I don't know. I'm not in a position of leadership. I'm only in a position where I can question things. But if Anak tells us that we have to do something, then Anak is one of the seniors within this company.
I'm going to say it's about this time where the others return back to the mess hall.
Hey everyone, I have a few thoughts. I don't think we should mess with the guy who makes our food. I think it'd behoove us if we did what he asked of us.
And considering I just basically threatened the doctor to keep him from squealing, I think we've already set our course.
We're trying to convince the whole team. We're a team.
That's fair.
Tiff will nod and push her food to the side and stand up. We should probably get ready for tonight.
So here is a question for the entirety of this particular regiment. Do you each have your own small tents within the camp, or do you share a regimental barracks?
I think I'd rather have a small tent.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tiff sleeps with her beast.
Yeah, so basically you guys would have your own little corner of this camp where all of your tents would be pretty packed close together, perhaps around a central fire or a fire pit. When you return back to your tents, you notice that your compatriots... Theron is not there.
Anyone know what happened to Theron?
If anyone wishes, they can ask around camp with an investigation roll. Thrail, if you wish to roll but can't, just let me know and I will roll for you.
Yes, please.
Investigation. The one with the highest amount of investigation rolled super low, of course. So Nicholas and Miles, you circle around camp asking here or there, and you hear the last that Theron was seen was being brought into the command tent.
Are we coming back to the group now?
Once you get that information, you guys can meet back up together, yes, at your little section of the camp, if you desire.
Was I the only one that got the information?
Both you and Miles got that information.
And Miles. Okay. Yeah, sorry, the breaker blew in my room, so I missed a whole bunch of stuff because I was trying to get power to turn back on.
No problem, I get you.
So do we go and find everybody else then, or are we meeting back at the mess hall?
Well, I would suspect that you guys, as the day progresses, dinner is served at the appropriate hour. Throughout the day, you see parts of Regiment 1 and 2, the frontline troops, coming and going. Some of them most likely replacing soldiers on the front lines or coming back from the front lines. It seems like it's relatively quiet right now on the in the war, because you don't see like cots being pulled with the dead or the wounded. So it seems like things seem rather quiet right now on the Western Front. All quiet on the Western Front.
Do we know if the enemy commander that we brought back was ever escorted outside of the camp?
Not yet.
Before the mission starts, Tiffany will bring her own food to or her own rations, actually like prepackaged rations that she has, to the prisoner.
Is this after dinner?
This would be after dinner before the mission starts. Yeah.
Okay. So you start approaching the prisoner cells, and you notice a caged carriage coming into the mercenary camp around this time. Sitting upon the driver's seat of this carriage is two individuals, both wearing black cloaks and robes, and a face covering that completely obscures their features. They on the carriage itself, you see the symbol of the what used actually roll me a history check.
Everybody?
This would only be for Tiff.
13.
So you know a little about this, not a lot. The basic overview is that after the war started and after several assassinations occurred within Scornabel, the City Watch got turned, or a large portion of it got turned into basically a secret police force. And the entirety of what the City Watch was completely changed. And you see members of this organization. It's still called the Scornabel City Watch, but it definitely has a different connotation than it used to. And you see them hop off of the cart and begin to walk towards these cells.
I'm going to quickly try to get in front of them so that way I can get to her first.
Okay. The two guards in front of the cells look at you. One is a half-elf. The other is a half-orc. And they, as you approach, they hold up their hand and say, "Where you going, Tiff?"
I'm coming to bring the prisoner food. Is that an issue?
She has already eaten, and I do believe she and her companion are about to be taken away.
Are there any laws against giving food to a prisoner?
They look at each other, look back at you. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion? 8.
Yeah. They go, "I'm sorry, Tiff. It's just not a good time. They're going to be taking them away, and I don't know if they will look kindly upon you meeting with them right now." And it's at this point that the two figures come up behind you.
I understand. She'll turn and walk out.
As you walk away, one of them kind of watches you, their head turning to watch you go. And even as they're watching you, they hand over some sort of letter or missive over to the guards, and they open it, and it's sealed. So they break the wax seal, they open it, they look it over, close it, nod, and the two enter into the building.
Yep. Tiff will go and meet up with everyone at the meeting spot.
Okay. Well, then I guess what we will do is, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do or say to each other before we go into nighttime.
I forget, do changelings have dark vision or no?
No.
Okay.
I do not believe so, but I will check. No, they do not.
Okay. Just checking. That's all I got.
I think I do, though, don't I?
As a
Because of the type that I am.
type,
Yeah.
I don't believe Goliaths get dark vision.
No, it was part of the druid. It was a druid type.
I don't believe at level 1 you would get that. What's your type?
Give me a second. It was a Underdark. Oh, third. Okay, I see. That stuff starts at third.
Yeah.
Spider climb web, gaseous form, stinking cloud, greater invisibility, stone shape. Okay. I thought I had dark vision. Okay, sorry.
No, I don't
I
think
was
as
wrong.
a Goliath you get that, no. I think the only ones with dark vision are Miles.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Theron
Okay.
doesn't?
What's that?
Theron doesn't?
Theron is a Furbolg. I don't think Furbolgs get...
No, I don't think so either. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think you're the only dark vision haver in this entire group.
Then I'll go second shift, or the darkest part of the night.
Well, you guys aren't on guard duty. That's not your specific goal right now, or you haven't been given any jobs as that right at this moment. Usually that's kept to the frontline troops. Once in a while, if they're really low on troops in the camp, they will have you guys assigned to that, but they didn't do that tonight. So, night falls. The camp goes relatively quiet. How are you all proceeding?
I'm pitching my tent and going to sleep.
Well, your tent's already set up. Like, you guys have your tents in this area. Like, you have your travel equipment, and then you have your actual, like, living space already set up here.
Then I'll offer to drink with people until I go to sleep.
So you're going to sleep, and you're not going to the warehouse tonight.
I faked falling asleep.
I'm asking you, how are you guys proceeding with this mission? Are you trying to be sneaky about it? Are you walking in like you belong? How are you moving forward?
I'm gonna try and be sneaky.
Okay.
I'm a Goliath. I don't know how sneaky I can actually be.
Valid.
You just barrel roll down the...
Well, what I will do is, if you guys wish, we can do this as a group check, and I will take everyone's rolls and average them out.
For stealth?
Yes.
rogue
Tiff
in
will
me
not
is
be
like, "No."
being sneaky. It's hard to be sneaky with a large creature behind you. So Tiff will just be walking
Well,
straight to
the large creature can burrow.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'll just mount my creature, burrow underground, and meet everyone at the storehouse.
Roll me a stealth, and Vice also roll me a stealth. Oof.
I had such a good roll too.
Oof. And Thrail, I shall roll for you.
Thank you. I was trying to use this interface on the phone. It's terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. Roll 20 doesn't work very well.
Oh, that was
How's
terrible. Roll again.
How is it that the cat got the worst stealth?
So,
Because you have the zoomies, that's why.
as you guys are walking towards the warehouse, moving between different sections of the camp, trying to be unseen, Miles, with that natural one, you run. Either you're looking around, being a little paranoid, not paying attention to what you're doing. You run face first into the chest of. Roll me a d20.
Can I ask politely not to?
No, you must do this. A 9. Okay. You are so lucky. All right. You run head first into Gadry, the young half-elf of Squad 3. And he lets out a yelp as he suddenly comes face to face with two glowing eyes in the darkness.
You wake people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are you going?
Go back to sleep. That is none of your concern.
Roll me a either persuasion or intimidation check.
Hmm.
Ooh, a dirty 20. He goes, oh, okay. And he looks rather... So that was a persuasion. Okay, so he goes, okay, all right, I'm sorry. And he just, like, looks back over his shoulder at you kind of oddly as he wanders off into the dark.
I am so sorry, y'all. Let's go.
You get to the warehouse, to the door, and you see a padlock on the door.
Can I use my claw to open it?
Do you have... I'm opening up everything but the thing I need to open. Let's look at your sheet here. You are the rogue in the party, so you should already have thieves' tools. You do. Or wait, are you a rogue?
I'm the rogue in the party.
Oh, you're the... I mean, you can. I would leave it to the rogue, though, if I were you. Considering the rogue has thieves' tools and is proficient in thieves' tools.
Pixie, you got this, correct?
Yeah, I cracked my neck. No problem.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
I was not ready for that.
Alright, roll me a thieves' tools check.
Where would it be? Sleight of hand?
Nope. So if you look at the, if you look down, oh, shoot,
Oh, I see it.
A 19, very good roll. Without
Yay.
any difficulty, this padlock pops open as you withdraw your lockpick, and the door is yours to open.
All right. Do I think there would be traps on this? Probably not.
No.
But I am going to look over to my compatriots and go, I got it open. Who wants to open the door?
I'll open it. Why not? I open the door.
Okay. We are going to move to a new map.
Oh.
Ooh.
And what you see is a long hallway as you enter. And I am going to place you guys in here. We have Pixie. We have Anak. have Tiff. We have Soren. We have Miles per Hour. And we have Sir Bestie.
I need that token to be a little bit bigger.
Well, give me a minute.
There we go.
Now, just everyone, if you can, move your character around to make sure it's working, because sometimes it fucks up. Yep, it works good. Awesome, sweet, cool, nice, amazing. Okay. Well, the area is yours to explore. As we move into this next section, however, we are going to give a bit of change in the ambiance. You see 3 different doors. One to the left, one to the right, and one straight ahead. Which way would you like to go?
Can I do an investigation check for traces of rats?
Sure.
Well,
No rats here. Don't think there's any rats
guys,
anywhere,
job
actually.
done. Let's go.
Yeah, you're done. That's good.
Rats. What are rats?
Miles, you look around a little bit with that 17, and you see you see that there are some rat droppings along the left door and the door straight ahead.
We either need to go to the left or straight ahead.
I'm going to ask Bestie. He has a tremor sense. Does it feel any movement within... let me double check the exact amount of feet. Does it, let's say 20 for now. Within 20 feet, does there seem to be any movement? I'm pulling up the exact amount of tremor sense in 2 seconds. Here we go. It has 30 feet tremor sense.
Jesus.
And 60 feet dark vision.
It definitely senses the skitter patter of lots of little feet to the left.
Okay.
Why does that have to be lots?
Sir Bessie notices rats coming from the left.
As I said.
Oh, let's go left then. You guys aren't afraid of rats, are you?
I might be. Are these doors with locks or no? Just
No
open
locks,
doorways?
nope.
Okay, bet.
All right, well, Miles per Hour walks right in. Miles, as you enter this room, at first you don't see much of anything. But then, as you continue to walk forward, several dozen rats start to basically cascade towards you. I need everyone in the party to select their token and roll me initiative, please. Oh, wait, give me a second. Let me clear this out. Remove all turns, clear. I don't know why it didn't show me this before. Miles rolled an 18.
We roll a d20 for initiative, right?
Well, you should, on your character sheet, there should be a button for initiative. But make sure you have your token selected before you do that.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll get the battle rolls out now.
Why isn't it letting me? Oh, Jesus. Miles. Add 18. Okay. Alright, and then we're going. Who's on it? Oh, right, Soren, of course. Soren. We're going to select Soren, and we're going to roll initiative. Okay, and then. Look at that. All right. Well, first up is Pixie.
I'm gonna go ahead and fire my bow.
Mm-hmm. A 10 actually meets the armor class, and if you meet it, you hit it. So you can roll your damage.
Yay! 7.
7. So here's the issue with fighting swarms. You shoot your bow into the swarm and you catch a rat, but it's very hard to do damage to a swarm with such weapons. Swarms have resistances to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So instead of doing 7 damage, you did 3 damage.
It makes sense, but I hate it.
So a single rat gets pierced through the skull with one of your arrows. Miles, it is your turn.
Can I use my minor illusion cantrip to fake a mudslide on these rats?
Inside of a building? No. Well, I mean, you can, but I don't know what you're trying to do with that, because you're going to do an illusion of a mudslide. It's going to hit them. They're not going to be affected by it, and they're just going to keep going.
Fair. Okay. So I am going to use my claws.
Okay, you're going to move up and hit him with your claws. Go ahead. Why did that... Oh, because you roll a d4, you roll the 1, and you have -1 strength, so it does no damage.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Tiff!
I'll use my action to try to communicate with the rats.
Do you have a spell to do that?
I don't, but my class gives me the ability to communicate with all animals. In fact, it is one of the only 2 things that my level 1 class gives me, is natural language.
Okay.
I will put that in the chat for you so you can be able to read that.
Not Alex out here trying to be Willard.
I will ask the question, will you leave this storehouse? That'll be my action.
Give me the description.
Yep, let me read that off to you. I'm sorry. From first level, you can comprehend and verbally communicate with your companion, as well as all beasts and monstrosities. This feature doesn't allow you to communicate complex thoughts or questions, but you can make simple statements, such as showing other creatures that you mean them harm, or ask a simple question. such as location of a natural body of water, specific individual with a unique look. The knowledge and the awareness of the creature is limited by their intellect, and the GM determines if a particular creature is able to, in a communicative mood. While speaking with a beast or monstrosity, using this feature, you can make a wisdom animal handling check and place a charisma.
The only response you get from these chittering little beasties is
Food, 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 food.
Okay. Bonus action, I will command my beast to attack.
Okie dokie. That does give you flanking, so you have
Okie dokie.
advantage on this attack. Hits.
Okie dokie. And that'll be 5 damage.
Halved to 2. Next is Soren.
I am here. I do exist. I will... It looks like I need to get to the doorway to be able to be effective.
Mm-hmm. Can you
Or
move
even
your
take
character?
any
Is it working
notes.
for you?
I think I can do that. It is... No, it
No?
is not.
I'll move
I'll
you.
do it.
Is that good? Oh, you moved now.
I cannot zoom even. This interface sucks. I do not know why I cannot scroll.
Well,
so
just to keep it moving, I'll just put you there. Is that good?
I can't even see. Oh, sure. That is if I'm in the doorway
Yeah.
and I can see a rat to shoot this
Yep.
crossbow at.
You see
yes.
this massive rat skittering about.
Yes. Shooting it with the crossbow is what I'd like to do. So
All right, go ahead.
let's see.
$23 hits, and you do 7, which is reduced down to 3.
Excellent. That will be my turn.
And last but not least, Anak.
Okay. So the only thing I got that's gonna actually get a bunch of them at a time is Earth Tremor, but I think those in a 30-foot radius of me are going to have to do a dex saving throw. I think. Yeah.
Let me take a peek at this.
Damages knocks enemies from 10 foot, sorry, not 30. I don't know why I said 30. Oh, because I wanted to move 30. That's why I got the two mixed up. So anyone within a 10-foot radius, I think, has to do dex saving
Well, within
throw.
10 feet, the rats would not be. You would only be hitting your companions at that point.
Shit. And I can't move any farther, right?
You can, but that would take your action to do so.
Let me just look at Thunderwave again. Saves from each creature in a 15-foot cube. Would 15 feet be better?
Which
Doesn't
spell?
cause damage. That was the Thunderwave. I don't think it deals damage, but I do think it knocks them on their asses.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. It's pushed 10 feet away from you. So...
Oh, no, there is damage. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, never mind. I'm only at level 1.
failed save to... Yeah, so that would hit them, but that would also hit everyone else around you. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Who's around me?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Your entire party. except for Alex's animal companion.
Can they throw a saving throw though?
Yeah, but
yes,
but they,
yeah.
But they
Oh
but,
yeah.
but they
Con
would
save.
if they fail, they would take damage. You would damage literally everyone around you.
Do you have any cantrips that you'd be able to deal damage with?
Poison spray you have.
I do, but I think that's only one creature at a time, though.
Yeah,
right?
this counts as one creature. A swarm counts as a single creature.
Oh, a swarm counts as a single creature.
Correct.
Okay. Maybe I'll do poison spray then. What the hell? What happened to
Is that a cone of effect or no?
Is that a what?
A cone effect?
No, it's a single target.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, something happened to my sheet. What the hell?
Let me take a gander. I need to move this up. Where are you? There you are. Poison spray. So all you need to do is click on poison spray, the top one, the one in the cantrip. So like if I close this, if you click on poison spray, it'll roll it.
Yeah, but what happened to my actual sheet? Why is this?
Oh, you just click on core on the top right.
Corn?
So underneath where it says wisdom, spell save DC, and a spell attack bonus, you see the purple buttons?
Oh, there. Okay, thank you. I was so lost. Okay, let's go with poison spray then.
Okay, yep, just click on poison spray. That's a DC 12 con save from the rats, so we're gonna roll that. Con. I rolled a 0. So it takes full damage, which is 5, and since this is not bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, it takes the full damage. So that is 5 hit points from this creature, bringing it down to half health. So now it's going to attack at a less damage than it would normally. It's going to attack miles per hour. And I'm guessing a 6 does not hit you, Miles.
No, I have a sorry, I couldn't find the button. It's a 13 armor class.
All right, so these rats start swarming around you, and they try to pierce your tough leather armor, but is unable to pierce it, bringing us back to the top of the initiative. Pixie.
Okay, so I don't want to get next to these rats, so I'm gonna use my bow again.
Okay.
Let me click with the right button there.
A 17 hits.
Yay!
And 7 damage.
7
reduced
damage
to
again.
3.
Damn it.
Miles.
So funny story, I didn't know that the swarm counted as one creature. So now I'm gonna do vicious mockery.
Alright.
Would you like me to put the spell in the thingy?
Let me just read something real quick. Because I just want to make sure of something. Okay. Yes, you may do vicious mockery. I wanted to make sure that they needed to understand you or not in order to take damage from an insult. They do not. So what's that? What's the spell save?
It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack.
Well, I rolled a 2, so you can roll the damage on that. If you just click on Vicious Mockery, it should link it with the damage.
Ooh, okay.
1 damage.
Ooh.
Tiff.
Tiff is going to have her face in a bit of disgust as she's going to move forward and then move down here. Tiff is going to raise her hand and cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Let me pull
Your
it up
class
here.
has access to Eldritch Blast?
No, it doesn't, but I have a background that does.
What background gives you that?
I took the background. Give me a second. Let me pull that up. That would be rewarded.
Okay, go ahead.
And with rewarded, I took the magic initiate feat. Okay. Does a 3 hit?
No, it does not.
It is very apparent that she has not done this very often. Bonus action, my creature will attack.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Bestie will...
That's definitely a hit.
24. And then 5 damage.
Okay. Soren.
Oh, there is my mute button, sorry. I know I have spells or some kind. I'm trying to find them.
If you look at your sheet and you click on the top right where it says spells, underneath your artificer where it says artificer human, it should say core bio and spells. If you just click on spells, bring up a button. There you
There
go.
they are, yes. I think a firebolt might be handy here.
Go ahead.
I will use a firebolt on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know if that clicked.
It did 3 times, but we're going to take the first one.
Okay. Yes.
You did 1 damage to it.
1 damage, of course, of course. I think that is my turn.
Yes. Anak.
And because... Yeah, I'll probably just go with poison again, because I got too many people.
Is there a
around me.
reason why you went on top of the rats?
Because I'm blind and I
Ah.
did not know there was rats there.
Gotcha.
Yep. Everything looks the same. I'm
Everything's
sorry.
the same color.
Oh, God. Okay. There you are.
By the way, if you are on PC, if you use the mouse wheel, you can scroll in and out of the map.
No, it's still blending in for me.
So another saving throw from the rats. Let's see here. Constitution again. A 10, which fails, so it takes 10 poison damage. Suddenly, several of these rats, the rest of these rats suddenly start hacking and coughing before they all die. You have destroyed the rats in this room, everyone.
Lovely.
It seems to be a bit bigger of a problem than we initially realized. We should be on the lookout for a rat king.
We're losing you, Alex.
It's the Dawn Charger. We should be on the lookout for a rat king within this area if there are swarms of rats.
That's what I said earlier, is that there's definitely some straight away as well when we just came through in the door.
Is this a doorway next to my character?
The doorway, give me one moment, is... I always click the wrong button. There it is. That is the doorway.
Okay.
All of these dead rats would make for a good stew. Am I right?
You just poisoned them.
They'll wear off 24 hours. Put them in the freezer, it'll be fine.
Can I do a... Well, do we all want to continue looking to see if there are more?
I'd like to do a perception check around the room, honestly.
Around this room? Go ahead.
Yeah.
And anyone who wishes also may roll me a nature check. Tiff, you may do so with advantage.
Thank
20
you.
for
Cameron.
perception. And a 21 for nature.
Does not seem to be any more rats in here. Miles, these rats were moving strangely, as if they had slightly more intelligence than normal rats.
These are different rats, everybody. They're too smart.
I'm going to go over and examine the rats.
Mm-hmm.
I got a simple question for you, Fen.
Yeah.
Is there anything on their head that's exposed?
No.
Really?
Good question, though.
I didn't know if they were, cerebral rats.
Yeah. No. Not yet. I wouldn't throw that at you yet.
I didn't know.
Aren't rats naturally intelligent creatures, though?
Yeah, but these ones were moving oddly. And for anyone who doesn't know, our dear Alex met it a little bit, but I'm going to let it go.
Only because I'm a beast heart. That's the only reason I asked.
There is a kind of rat called cranium rats.
Cranium,
where their brains are exposed because they have been exposed to a lot of psionic energy, usually from mind flares. And they have a lot more intelligence. The more of them there are, the more intelligent they are. And they can become quite the problem. But these do not seem to be cranium rats.
So a hive mind. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're.
They activate at night. If I remember correctly, they activate at night, and they actually get more intelligent at night. And they will, at night, they get to the point where they start making conspiracies. Like they actually have plans that they do night by night until they do whatever plan they have. But these do not seem to be that kind of rat.
Yeah, the only reason I asked is because my character is very familiar with flumps. In her backstory, which are psionic, so I didn't know if these might have been cranium rats.
Understood.
Is there anything in the room? I can do an investigation if you need me to. Is there anything in the room that looks like outside of the food and the storage compartments that are used for food that look out of place? Any kind of like intentional food that's being left out, or
roll me an investigation.
I'm trying to see if this is more like a possible sabotage. Whoop, that's not what I'm trying to do. Investigation.
You look around. The barrel in here, the two barrels in here, one of them has been gnawed into, and it's spilling out some barley. It looks like. That has been eaten quite a bit of. The barrel's only like half full at this point, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary in that perspective, no.
All right, at least in this room, guys, it doesn't look like anyone intentionally brought the rats here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll head to
move on
the
next room.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Yep.
Okay.
I was
Wait,
gonna stealth it.
I'm sorry. What came of the perception check of Anak?
Nothing. There was no more rats or anything.
Gotcha.
You open the door to another room. And another large group of rats.
Oh, I can see that one.
Yeah, you can see that one? That's good. I like that you
Yeah,
can see
that one I
Yeah,
could.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
everybody select your token and roll initiative for me. And if anybody needs me to roll, let me know.
We might need a roll for Thrill.
Nick, I don't know why you're rolling a d20 in the thing. You just need to go to your character sheet, make sure your character on the page is selected, like the token is selected, and click on initiative on your character sheet.
Oh, I have to. Oh, sorry. I was doing it weird and wrong and wonky. My bad. Give me a second. I was just, yeah. There we go.
There we go. Pixie, it is your turn first.
I like this first roll better. Anyway, I'm gonna move into the room a bit and use my bow because touching rats is gross.
Where I'm from, they call them city puppies. That is a crit. Roll your
Ooh.
damage. So that's
Yay.
19 damage, reduced to half, which is 9 damage. Several rats are skewered by this one arrow
One
flying through the air.
That's amazing.
First
Okay,
crit
cool.
combat crit in the game. Congratulations to you, Pixie. Miles, it is your turn.
I'd like to use Dissonant Whispers.
You will have to first approach the doorway as you cannot see anything from where you are.
Understood.
Before you go that far, you were here, right?
I went 25.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
That was a whole walkway.
Yep, you good.
Okay. Okay, so the target makes a wisdom saving throw.
Click on the spell so it links to the chat.
Okay.
Dissonant Whispers. Spell save DC 13. And that is Wisdom. It passes, unfortunately. But you still can roll the damage, so you can roll 3d6 and we'll have it. Okay, so that's going to be 6 damage. As several of these rats suddenly start bleeding from their eyes and fall over.
Sorry. Real quick, I'm confused. Why was that one half?
Because they passed the save.
Oh, okay.
Tiff, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to move behind the target. I don't know how you're going to do this, but I was interested enough, so I want to see. I'm going to toss a net on them.
No, you are not.
I'm not.
You throw the net and the whole swarm scatters around it and then comes back and just starts skittering about.
I roll my eyes and use my bonus action to bring my creature 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it will attack. I'm guessing do you do L-shaped as advantage?
Yeah, I think because it's a large creature, I'll give it to you.
Sorry, I know a lot of weird questions, and I'm still trying to iron out the kinks of this class too.
Yep, I get it.
Does nope.
Oh, 17 does hit, yes. Sorry.
Oh, 17. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So that'll be 8 damage.
Halved 4. Hey. Thank you. Okay, now it's the Swarm of Rat's turn. They're going to nip at our dear Tiff. Does a 13 hit you?
13 does not hit me.
All right. Soren.
Is this door in the hallway next to me, is that sealed?
No, but for a bonus action, I will allow you to open it, so you can just go through that doorway and do what you wish.
That would be excellent. I would like to enter the room. At least, I think that far.
Okay. And what would you like to do?
I think I would like to, I would like to, what can I shoot at?
You can shoot at the rats, and you can use either one of your cantrips if you wish. You can shoot with your crossbow bolt. Does seem like crossbow bolts don't do as much damage as spells do.
No, I think I will use a firebolt.
Okay.
Again. Let me make that occur. I think. Where is it? His interface is loads of fun.
You're doing the phone in your face? Is that what it is?
No, I figured it out on the laptop.
You rolled a crit.
I think. There we go.
You did 16 fire damage, which incinerates the rest of these rats.
That needed to happen. I will take a note.
Okay, and there is one last door. I would suggest, however, Anak, you should probably move into the next door before it is opened. There we go.
Looking around the rest of the party, Fen, who seems to have the heaviest armor?
I'm gonna have to do some searching here. So Pixie has an AC of 14. So does Anak. You have 16. Soren has 16. And Miles has 13.
Okay. Well, I think it just makes sense that Sir Bestie is the one through the door with the highest AC.
You want to just crash through the door?
Just going right through that door.
Oh, right. Well, put him through the door then, I guess. Roll me a strength check from our dear, Sir Bestie.
Sir Bestie.
Yeah.
That's his best stat.
9. Sir Bestie crashes against the door and cracks a little bit, but does not open.
I'm gonna walk over and can I open the door?
Yes, you may open the door.
Perfect.
And as you do that, you see 2 large swarms of rats and 2 rats that are the size of Labradors sitting on the other side of this door. And the 2 Labrador-sized ones let out a squeak as you approach and look over at you and begin chittering. Let me clear this. And everybody may roll initiative once more.
Sorry, I have to move Sir Bestie real quick so I can be able to do initiative. Our rogue is on fire with the initiative tonight.
Mm-hmm. Pixie, it is your turn.
I'm not complaining about my initiative rolls. Am I able to stand here and fire in?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm doing. I don't have any fancy spells.
What are you shooting at? One of the swarms or one of the rats? One of the bigger rats?
I'm actually gonna go for the bigger rat that's closer to the door.
So this one.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, how do you do that again?
You just click and hold and it pings.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
A 15 against one of the big rats. I'm pretty sure that hits. Yes, that hits. 11 damage. A arrow slices through this rat. It lets out a squeak. The first swarm of rats is going to go first. It's going to go here, and it's going to attack Sir Bestie. Does a 7 hit? Probably not.
No, a 7 does not hit.
The second swarm of rats moves in and begins to attack Sir Bestie. Rats and another 7. Roll the exact.
Sir Bessie is not complaining.
Tiff, it's your turn because apparently I can't roll.
I'm going to be targeting this. Whoop. Not that. Not everything. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I'm going to be targeting. Come on. This one right here. Eldritch Blast.
Which one? Sorry, I missed it.
That one.
Okay. Same one that was hit with the arrow. Gotcha.
Yep. All right. Let me pop that real quick. And that'll be a
3. No.
It's not happening. Tiff's just shaking her head like, why do I keep trying magic? I'm not a magic user. Sir Bessie will attack the one in front of him right here.
Gotcha.
All right. Go for a bite.
That does it,
okay.
yes.
Cool. 4 damage.
Which is reduced to 2. Okay, Miles.
Vicious mockery on. Hello, this one.
The top one or the bottom one?
Yes, the top one.
Gotcha. And what does Miles say to these rats to induce such pain?
You are nothing but disease-ridden creatures who scuffle along the dirt of the earth just to go back in it. Y'all suck. You're the worst. You smell like rats.
Link this spell for me.
Ah, that's not what I meant to do. There we go.
Well, that actually did help. That was actually what you should have done, the first one.
Oh, okay.
So that's wisdom save of 13. It passes, so it takes nothing.
I think that's my turn.
Yeah, and then it is this one, and since it is tiny, it is actually, I'm putting it here, but it's basically in the same square as the other of the small rats, just so I can see it. And it is going to attack Sir Bestie. Does a 12 hit Sir Bestie?
12 does not hit Sir Bestie.
I can't hit worse shit. Alrighty. It is now Knack's turn. Nicholas?
10, 13, 15. Alright, I'm gonna do Thunder Wave. They're all within 15 of me.
You are not able to move through enemy squares.
Oh. Guys, get out of my space so I can Thunder Wave these guys already. Crap.
Now, Fen,
Yes.
just as a question, since we're also doing this to teach people, these are tiny creatures, are they not?
I mean, you're... Let me see something. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, yes, I will recant that. You can move through those squares, and you can go to that spot, but you will take... If you go there...
3 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, you will take 3 attacks of opportunity.
I have no idea what that is.
That means that they will, because, so when you leave an enemy's attack radius, they have the opportunity to attack you. So since you're moving over them and into the room, because once you leave their attack zone, they can attack you as a reaction.
Okay.
You can do that, but you would take 3 attacks of opportunity to do so.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it.
Okay. Alright, so from the giant rat, we have a 15. Does a 15 hit you?
Hits.
Hits.
Yes.
So we are going to... 6 damage from the giant rat.
Where'd you go?
And a 9 and an 8, which neither of those hit. But you do take
No.
6 damage. Which your hit points are...
So do I click on hit points and then enter it in?
What? Why aren't your hit points added on your sheet? One second.
Do I have to manually do it?
Give me a second. It should already be listed how many hit points you have, and it's just not in there. Come on. You have 10 hit points. So I'll put that down to now, and I'll fill it in. You are down to 4 hit points right now.
I am so confused.
Why?
Where's the 10 hit points?
So if you look on your character sheet, I just plugged them in. On the top of the, right underneath where it says 14 armor class, you see hit point maximum 10, and it says current hit points 4.
I get it now. I get it.
Gotcha. And now we're going to do, are you doing Thunder Wave?
Yeah, I'm gonna try thunderclapping.
Okay. And what, can you link the spell for me again? So spell description, blink. Okay. 15-foot cube. And that will hit absolutely everything. So we are going to do, 2 rolls from the rats, from the big rats, for Constitution. Bop. Bop. They both absolutely fail. Wonderful. Great. Good going. Roll 20. And then the 2 swarms are also failing absolutely miserably. Okay, everybody takes full damage. Cool. This is going to be a quicker fight than it should be. Roll me... How much damage? Oh, it already rolled it. 15. Cool. All right. Yeah. Awesome. Both the big rats die. This guy takes 15. And this guy takes 15. As this rumbling explosion emanates from Anak, killing both the big rats and doing massive amounts of damage to the mini rats. Soren, follow up that one, will you?
Can we also assume that food is just flung everywhere?
Yeah, the barrels fly around,
I
they
figured.
crash against the walls.
Mhm,
Yeah, here,
mhm.
look, I can even move them around. We'll do a map, and we'll take this thing and slam it against the wall, and then that one already slams against the wall and just breaks. Yeah, you know. Anyway, go ahead, Soren.
It seems like I am going to need to yet again firebolt the nearest rat.
All right.
Very unique in my approach here.
Mm-hmm. So you're doing the top one? Or the bottom
Yes, the top one.
one? Okay, go ahead. Roll. A 7 does not hit, unfortunately.
Apparently not. I don't believe I have an effective bonus action, so I will stand here ready.
Pixie, it is your turn.
All right. Shoot an arrow, and with an act there, would it be flanking if I went after this one or no?
There is no flanking with ranged attacks. And a knack for flanking would have to be here. It has to be next to the target.
Okay. Just checking.
But yeah, go ahead and attack. That is a hit.
Yay!
And you're hitting the bottom one or the top one?
The bottom one.
Bottom one? Okay.
The ones that are closer to me, I want them gone.
I understand. It does 6 damage. That was a heavy hit. Actually, you're a rogue, though, correct?
Yes.
You should have sneak attack, and because the target is engaged with an ally, you can roll the sneak attack damage, which is the bottom where you see your short bow, dagger, sneak attack. Just click sneak attack, and it'll do 4 damage. That extra damage does indeed kill these rats.
Yay!
And now it is the rat's turn. Not that I've been doing absolutely anything in this, but we'll see if this does anything. 21! Holy crap! Does that hit Sir Bestie?
It does hit Sir Bestie.
Holy crap! I hit once for 5 damage. As these rats swarm around Sir Bestie. Tiff, it is your turn.
Tiff will be quite upset about this.
Mm-hmm.
She will intentionally run in,
Mm-hmm.
and she will melee attack the rats.
She just ran over top of the rats.
Yes, but she didn't leave the range of the rats. That's the thing. So if she moved here, she would have taken an attack of opportunity.
I feel like it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
2 natural ones. Very wonderful. I like that roll.
I throw a net into oblivion.
You throw a net over Sir Bestie.
Oh no.
Sir Bestie is tangled up in the net and is unable to do an action this turn. Miles, it's your turn.
That's so funny because that would have been flanking. Oh my god.
I'll go ahead and do Vicious Mockery again.
Go ahead and link the spell once more. DC 13 Wisdom.
Vice is like, no, I'm using Vicious Mockery on our useless pixie. Not the rogue, the actual pixie.
And unfortunately, it succeeds and does not take any damage. Anything else you wish to do? Do you wish to move or anything else?
I'll take crying as a free action.
That is a free action, yes. Anak.
I'm just gonna use my poison on him.
The poison's a ranged spell. You don't have to move anywhere for it. But that's up to you.
You know, if I wanted to be judged, I'd go talk to my mother.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay,
Apologies.
there we go.
Constitution saving throw from the rats. A 15
Yep.
passes. Well, the DC is a straight. Like, I'm rolling against that, and that's static. As you level up, that number will go up. Soren, it is your turn. This one last swarm of rats is giving you guys trouble. You guys wiped out everything else like this.
Well, if small winged creature wasn't in my way, I could have just thunderstruck it again.
Go ahead, Thrill.
Let me see if I have something unique to do this time. I think what I will do is... Oh, yes, I will, I will do another firebolt.
Okay. Very unique. Very unique.
So very unique.
Level one combat, everybody. 9 fire damage is actually the exact amount that you needed to do to kill this thing. So this thing dies. The rat's burning up and it stinks to high heaven. And all of the rats are dead.
Smells like barbecue.
You have successfully cleared the warehouse of rats. Is there anything you guys wish to do in this moment?
I'm going to notate the 2 deaths that I caused and at least give honorable mention for the others in my notes.
Well, technically you killed like each I consider like each hit point a rat. So
right.
you killed
Dozens.
lots of rats.
Today I became a mess unalive.
Is this a door over here to the right?
It is.
I would like to open it.
Okay.
A part of me wants to steal food.
You do not see any signs of rats in this particular room, Tiff.
Where are the bodies of the 2 giant rats I wiped out?
I think one is here, and one is here.
I'm gonna cut off a toe off of each rat and hook it to my belt.
Roll me a nature check. Or survival, up to you.
Nature is a -1. What is the survival?
You do indeed. You get some pristine little rat toesies for your collection.
Nice. Also, am I able to use Healing Word on myself?
Yes.
Okay.
Just click on the spell, and it should roll it for you. So you gain 5 hit points back. So you can just add that to your 4, and you are at 9. Anything anyone else wish? Anything anyone else wishes to do?
I'd just like to do like a overall check to make sure that there are in fact no more rats.
Roll me an investigation roll, please.
I don't want to do all this again. Rats are gross. Okay.
You don't find any sign of anything in this area. Does anyone else wish to roll?
Yeah, I'll also be rolling nature to see if there's any more rats in the area.
You don't sense any more rats in the area.
Can I roll a perception in the room that I'm in to see if there's any holes to try and gauge where they were coming in at?
That would be an investigation check.
Investigation? Oh, wait, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna play with my newly found toes.
We are all not finding anything.
No one is finding anything as of yet. Vice, is there something you wish to do?
Can I, like, see if we can hear any pitter patter?
Roll me a perception check. You do not hear any more skittering of feet. These rats, strangely, were keeping together quite well at the invasion of you guys, seemingly moving in tandem with one another, which is odd. You do not sense any more rats in this area.
There are no more rats. We need to get out before we get caught.
Well, what are we gonna do with all these rat bodies? Do we just leave them here for Chief?
He asked us to follow. He asked us to deal with them. We dealt with them. We leave.
I agree. I don't want to touch any rats.
Everybody can roll me a nature check, as well, and Tiff, you can roll with advantage. Natural 20, which turns to a 19, but it'll still take that natural 20. You have not found anything in here that would state how these things got in here, which is a problem.
There's no
Can anyone detect magic?
I don't think anybody has access to that right now.
I have some knowledge arcane, but I don't think that is the same.
It is. Well, that would be able to figure out if there's any, like, if you're looking at something magical.
I can detect magic. I believe. Let me check. I think so. It looks like I have this.
You do. You do have that. Mm-hmm.
Soren, can you check to see if anyone has summoned beasts here purposely?
So, Soren does look over in the right-handed corner of the room where this barrel is, and notices something glowing in his detect magical eyes.
Fascinating. I will go and see what is glowing and possibly retrieve it.
This, as you move over there, this magical sense, the magic of whatever this is, seems to be fading. And what you find are pieces of what appears to be some sort of cage.
What? I will look and see what the cage, like if it looks like it was housing something. What is this cage thing?
So the cage was absolutely destroyed by a thunder wave of Anak, which is why the magical essence within it seems to be fading. But you do see within the pieces of this thing what looks like a rat's nest with rat droppings within it.
How very magical.
The magic seems to be from a lock that was on it. Perhaps, as you look at it, roll me an Arcana check. 20, very good. You think that this was a spell that basically released the lock after a certain point, like a timer.
It is almost like this was meant to be a delayed release of rats.
So you're saying that it was set intentionally?
I mean, a magical lock with the time release effect seems to indicate that much.
Was the cage like hidden in any way? Like it could have come in a supply shipment?
It's hard to tell because it's now in rubble with a bunch of other stuff.
Okay. Well, shit.
I'm going to say this again to everyone, but we should report this to Seraphine. We have solved the issue, but if someone is trying to set espionage upon our food storage, then she's the only one that we can trust with this information.
Yes, but now if we go to her and she finds that we did something behind her back, how do you think that's going to turn out?
I think it's going to turn out that we don't have a mercenary group of unalived people.
I actually agree with Tiff this time, given the new evidence.
How do we know
I
we
would
can
say
trust
we
her?
can. I would say we can give Chief a heads up, though. Let him know that what we found and that we need to bring it up, since it could be sabotage.
At worst, I believe that our commander will simply see us starting to do a favor and then uncovering a conspiracy. I'm perfectly sure that she's not going to blame Chief for asking us to deal with a minor favor.
Who's spoken to her recently?
I have within the last 24 hours.
I was going to say, I thought Soren did as well.
Are you trying to talk to the squad commander of Squad 3 or the overarching commander of the entire mercenary company, which would be Delphine Delacroix?
Delphine. I said Seraphine. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Delphine is... Yeah. Sorry about that.
I didn't catch that. My bad.
Well, actually, the only one that has spoken to Delacroix one-on-one was Tiff.
You're right, because Soren did talk to Seraphine.
Soren talked to Seraphine, not Delacroix. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I retract my statement.
What'd you say, Nick?
I don't trust Delacroix. I'm not supposed to know why I'm not supposed to, because people don't share need to know information, but I don't trust Delacroix. And can we trust Seraphine not to go to Delacroix?
No, we meant to say Delacroix this entire time. It was just a forgotten name.
Yeah, Commander Delacroix has the best interests of the mercenary crew, first and foremost, regardless of money, regardless of anything else. She holds our interests at the highest. When we get better food supplies, it's because she's the one putting in requisitions on Chief's behalf. I mean, she
Did she not allow for the torture of your prisoner friend?
What? I'm unaware that anyone was tortured. I was assured that the prisoners, both of them, would be going to the proper authorities to receive actual justice through the legal system.
Yeah, Tiff never found out about this.
Oh, shit.
My understanding was that only I and Soren actually went and saw that the torture had happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but wasn't there a discussion afterwards where it was said that there was an incident?
There was,
Yes,
yeah, but
yeah, you're right.
so Tiff knows there was an incident, but Tiff didn't know what that incident was.
It seems there's a lot of information that we aren't sharing with each other. I'll head to Delacroix should Soren want to follow along, or anyone else want to follow along. I will smooth over the fact that we went behind her back, and I will give her the information of this possible conspiracy of someone intentionally trying to poison our food. We can assume that it's not Chief because he wouldn't send us in here to, eliminate a threat if he was the one doing it.
I would like to go and give Chief a heads up since he did come to our group in confidence to let him know, hey, we need to bring this up higher, and we're already doing it. That way it doesn't feel like a betrayal.
Bad idea. It's backwards, Nick. It's backwards.
Fix it. Damn it. Dab idea.
Dab di. All right. So, you guys are all. It's like past midnight at this point. Just letting everybody know. So, are you guys going to Delacroix now, or are you going back to your tents to deal with this in the morning?
She will not be happy if we wake her up for this.
Then she can dock my pay. The lives of the mercenary crew come first.
I feel that attempted sabotage is urgent enough to wake someone.
Okay, so you guys are going to Delacroix now.
I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to Chief.
All right. Well, we will pick that up next week. I will say, however, you all level up to level 2.
Yay!
Yippee!
Not bad for technically our first actual combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, considering I couldn't roll worth a damn that entire fight. I will say, so what I will hope to do is that you guys and Pocket can get together to discuss leveling up to level 2 over the next week on your own time. If not, then reach out to me if that does not occur. Because me and Pocket already discussed this, and Pocket said that she would be glad to do it. The other thing that I noticed is that there are some of you, like Nick, your spell slots, your spell list, you have to select spells each day. When you go into a new day, you select spells in your spell sheet. As a druid, let me just look this up real quick, see how many spells you can have memorized in a day. I love being flashbanged. It makes me feel so good.
No, not my eye.
Or am I wrong? Oh, preparing cast spells. The druid table shows how many spell slots you have to cast your spell first. When you do so, choose a number of druid spells equal to your wisdom modifier plus your druid level. What's your wisdom modifier right now? So it's the smaller number next to wisdom.
4?
4? Let me just pop that open.
Underneath the
proficiency.
Yeah. Thank you. Underneath that, right?
No. So next to where it says, on the left-hand side where it says strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah.
So your modifier is 2 for wisdom. So you every day can have, if I'm doing this right in my head, 3 spells memorized for the day. You don't have access to your entire spell list every day. You just have access to 3 spells of your choice every day. So just that's for next time. Now it's 4 because you're level 2.
4. Okay.
I think I do believe Soren works the same way. I will have to check that really
Yes,
quick.
I can change my spells every day.
Yeah, so make sure that every day that you only have a certain. So if you look at your spell sheet, let me just pop open a Knack real quick. So if you look at you see those little circles next to the spells?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to select them every day. Now
That makes sense.
Yeah. So make sure you have those. And as you awaken every day, try to think about like what you guys are supposedly doing throughout that day and have the spells activated that you wish. Depending on your subclass, you might or might not have spells that are memorized outside of those 4. Like, you just have them. They're just automatically picked. Let me see if that works for Druid. You said you're Druid of the Underdark?
Yes.
Are you Druid? You're a Druid of the land, and you picked Underdark. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so this isn't going to kick into level 3. So, like, Spider, Climb, and Web, when you get those spells, they're just going... They don't count towards that amount, but that's only when we get to level 3. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Hi, Tanika. Oh, Tanika left. Does anybody have any questions that I missed in the chat that they would like to ask me before we end the night? And does anybody on the panel have any questions? Carson, you actually created this idea for the first fight of the game.
I did.
Mm-hmm. The ever well-known RPG trope of level 1 fighting rats. I figured that would be good. Yeah.
And it's funny. Can I tell them the original idea that I had?
Sure.
Since this is no.
As long as it's not giving anything else away from the rest of the game.
Oh, no, it's purely this.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of funny. Fen actually went light on y'all. The original plan was y'all go separately to one house, there's rats in there, you fight them. Go to the second house, there's rats in there. And then you just get used to them, you fighting rats. So by the third time, you're just expecting more rats, but secretly there is going to be like enemy troop stealing food. So Fen actually went light. He was like, I don't want to throw too much. So I was like, alrighty, that's fine. But I just thought it was funny that Fen, of all people, went light on y'all.
It's the first combat, the first real combat. So I figured it'd be a good idea to give them an easy thoroughfare through that. Yeah. But
I was so worried, by the way. I intentionally used Sir Bestie to block off the door, and then Nick just goes charging in, and I'm like, yep, not much I can do on that front.
Oh, if he took one more hit, he would have gone down.
Oh, I was so worried.
He would have been the first casualty of the game, and I find that very Nick, actually. To be fair, but
Well, that's why I wanted to move in as far as I could, but still manage to hit them on all sides. And you actually did me a favor when you moved that last big rat towards the door, because prior to that, I was going to end up missing the top guy. So when you moved him, I was like, that was a mistake.
Well, I made a lot of mistakes with my rolls this night, so I don't think I rolled above a 10 in a lot of cases. Anyway, go ahead.
Fen, in the back of your head, were you thinking about putting a Rat King in there until I said something?
No. Again, I didn't want, I wasn't... The thing about level 1 combat is that it can go very wrong very easily. Like, I can roll one crit and take one of you guys out with one hit. And so I was like... Level 1 combat is hard to manage and not just wipe an entire party with the easiest crap, because literally, let's see, if I crit one of you guys with even just the swarms, How much damage could it do? Swarm could do maximum 12 damage, which I think would take out most of you.
Yeah, because I only got 10.
Yeah, and that's without a crit. Like, if I crit you guys, that would have been...
Doubled.
Yeah. Which could actually outright... If I crit and did max damage, that could just kill one of your characters. Straight up.
Yeah,
dead.
no death.
So it's very... I didn't want to throw too much at you guys yet. We are still in the beginning stages of introducing the characters, introducing the narrative, and I didn't feel like, killing one of you guys. Right.
And that's one of the things I was worried about, because Sir Bestie is considered a PC. Like, when Sir Bestie goes down, it also only gets 3 death saves, and then it's gone. Yes, and then I have to find a new beast or monstrosity companion.
Mm-hmm. And in my, as I said in the beginning of this campaign, one of my house rules is that every time you go down, you get a point of exhaustion, which makes things even more difficult. Even if you guys get brought back up, exhaustion. Let's bring it up. Exhaustion.
Yeah, first level of exhaustion is that you have disadvantage on all skill checks.
Mm-hmm. Here it is. Where is it? Exhaustion. So the first one gives you disadvantage on ability checks. 2, your speed is halved. 3, your disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. 4, your hit points is hit point maximum is halved. 5, your speed is reduced to 0, and if you get 6 points of exhaustion, you just die. So if you go down 6 times in a combat, which I don't think I've ever seen. I think the most I've seen is like 4. But if you do go down 6 times into a single combat, your character will just pass away.
Have you played, what is it? Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
And Gale goes down quite a few times in the beginning of that game.
Wizards often do. Wizards have the least amount of hit points in the game. Playing a level 1 wizard is indeed the most harrowing experience that a new player can play. The wrong crossbow bolt flying at your wizard, the wrong arrow, wrong spell, and you just lose your character. Because I've seen wizards with literally 4 hit points going into the game. Anyway, any other questions, comments, anything else that anybody wants to talk about?
Are we heading to the Discord post TikTok?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. It was a wonderful time. We will see where this party goes and what happens next week on The Return of Death. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.